Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. It's about time I tried the career mode. Even though I'm a bit reluctant, because for me flying is all about being free, especially in the sim anyway. But yeah, let's try this. So first of all,
here you can see all the different certifications you can pass throughout your career.
Yep, get it, thank you very
Your
much.
first step is to work towards your private pilot license.
Well, we're going to do that straight away, so can you just go ahead and do it?
All the training lessons you'll need to pass the PPL exam are...
Yeah, that's all good. So, right. Sim controls, aircraft essential. This is really good for those who are completely new to the genre. This has been missing for a very long time, but for us, we're going to do our exam. That's the plan. And we're in the Quest 3 today, by the way, because it is a fantastic, really fantastic headset for MSFS 2024. For whatever reason, it just seems to work really well. So why can't I click on that then? What am I doing wrong here? Maybe I'll just use the old-fashioned way and use the mouse. There we go. Right, let's do this. So surely, is that it? We're just going to do a pattern. That's a bit weird. What about VOR navigation and dead reckoning, steep turns, all that kind of stuff? Are we not doing that? If you're wondering, by the way, this is my new quadrant. It's an Authenticate A2A Comanche inspired quadrant, 3D printed. You can do it all at home. Look at that. And I've got a little window here cut out in my mixed reality so I can see it and show you it. Because this feels so real now that I've got this sort of same GA quadrant that you'd find in many aircraft, as is the Cessna 172 we're going to fly today. So I'll just take that back. I presume we're going to start the aircraft and do all that kind of thing. After all, this is our PPL. But let's see how we get on here. Oh, actually, we're starting, of course, to do the walk around. Makes sense.
It's time. Your first ever check ride. Start by removing the covers and chocks, then join me inside.
Well, that's in the way. Can I move that? Yeah, I can. Right then. Welcome to East Midlands. This is my base of operations. So let's just remove all this first. Oh, it feels like my driving test all over again. Getting a few stutters here though. It's a bit choppy. Hopefully it's not too bad on the recording. If it is, I apologise. Come down to the back here. Best examine the rudder. Yeah, that's all good. Making sure the ailerons are working fine. Yep. And the left flap, all good. Oh, actually, I'm not doing it in the right order that it's telling me to do it in. Remove before flight. I've done all that now, so hopefully I can get straight into the aircraft. Okay. Let me just position myself. There we go. Okay, so right, the battery's actually already on. That's my controls. Let's just switch that off a minute. Press Control and E to complete startup procedure. What? So we're not going to go through the checklist then? Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, let's just do it our way. Actually, take the avionics off for a moment. So, fuel pump. In fact, we'll put it on both. Make sure the fuel valve is in. See there, our mixture is now, see what I'm looking at there. Mixture fully rich. Parking brake, throttle cracked. And the clear prop.
Your goal is to complete a left-hand traffic pattern, respecting the flight path and all required speeds. Rely on what you have learned in your trainings and you'll be fine. Now, show me the best traffic pattern that you've got.
Okay.
East Midlands ground Cessna Golf. Sierra India Papa India with November request taxi for takeoff closed traffic.
Cessna Golf Sierra India Papa India taxi to and hold short of runway 27 via taxiway Romeo Alpha. Contact tower on 124.005 when ready.
So we're now taxiing out. I'm just speeding this up a little bit because it's probably painful to watch. But I am really impressed with this quadrant because look at this. It's an exact sort of one-to-one scale as a real quadrant on a GA aircraft. Even though this is a Comanche throttle quadrant, it does tally up with this 172 really well. I mean, look at this. It's literally there and there. It's so weird. That's the real one, that's the virtual one. And because it's in the same position, it's just, it really makes a difference to feeling like you're actually touching the controls in the VR representation of this aircraft. It's absolutely insane. I love it. I think the only thing I do need to change is the mixture is on the left, here it's on the right, but I could easily do that with this quadrant. Very, very cool. Phil, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry it's taking me over 3 months to show this on the channel. And this is 3D printed, guys. It's 3D printed. If you want, you can just 3D print your parts at home, and it's basically just the cost of the materials. Anyway, back to the check ride. I'm being very relaxed here, aren't I? Considering there's an instructor right there, looking very, very serious. So hold short at the markers here. So sure, it's going to tell us to, or it should. You see, really now, we should be marked on using our lights and things as well. Well, I'm going to use that anyway, if it lets me. The mouse has gone a bit laggy. That's still a thing in this sim. Can you believe it? Look, I can hardly move it now. Do you know what? I'm going to have to use my controller instead. Alright, can I remove that? So,
East Midlands Tower Cessna Golf. Sierra India Papa India at runway 27 ready for departure, closed traffic.
That fuel pump should be off now, actually.
Cessna Golf, Sierra India Papa India QH1013 left, closed traffic approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 27.
No run up then. We're not doing a run up or anything like that. We haven't even set the correct pressure, for goodness sake. Oh, I better acknowledge that. There we go.
Cleared for takeoff runway 27 Cessna India Papa India.
See, to me, this is a basic lesson, really. Well, obviously you're going to be taking off, so it's not basic, and landing. But this is not the full PPL. Or at the very least, be able to do a cross-country trip, you know, with navigation, everything like that. Right, so we can take off now then. So, here we go. I'm not even going to bother with my flaps. Let's just take off. So yeah, the Quest 3, hopefully, I'm recording from it, by the way. Hopefully it looks decent. Probably doesn't, because VR is very hard to record. But the Quest 3 absolutely rocks in MSFS 2024 with Virtual Desktop. It really does. It's such a good headset. I mean, it's an amazing headset for the money. Those clear pancake lenses, completely wireless, very comfortable with the Orbica strap I'm using. And with Virtual Desktop, as I say, SSW and VDXR, it's Virtual Desktop, OpenXR. This is incredibly smooth. God, wow. Yeah, you can't get this kind of smoothness in other headsets, unfortunately, at the moment. And in godlike mode, I mean, you know, it's not as sharp as the Crystal, but it's sharp enough, especially for most people. Right, reach crosswind leg, end rather. And we've got a massive marker, so we're not going to miss it, are we? Reach 1,300 feet. We'll just back off the throttle now and just lean the mixture a little bit, keeping things smooth, because I'm looking forward to, he says sort of ish, but I am looking forward to trying the career mode and, you know, taking passengers to different places and just basically, you know, earning my stripes and buying and selling aircraft. I must admit, that part of it sounds pretty cool. And I really like the maintenance part of it as well. That's quite exciting. So I'm kind of talking myself into it, ish. So there's East Midlands. And we're going to keep on maintaining 1,300 feet. Keeping things fairly smooth. Again, this is my throttle quadrant, as you can see here, looking very cool in the pass-through. You can do that now with Virtual Desktop. You don't need a third-party application other than Virtual Desktop. Scenery looks absolutely spectacular, I must say. Very, very nice. Looks really, really good.
Fly left downwind runway 27 Cessna India Papa India.
Okie dokie, so power back.
Cessna India Papa India wind calm, cleared to land runway 27.
Roger that.
Cleared to land runway 27 Cessna India Papa India.
Look at that, the reflections off that river there look fantastic, and the shadow in effect. This is what I love about MSFS 2024 the most. It's just that believability. It looks really real now. Really real. The lighting and everything, all the fancy new graphic upgrades, they are very nice. No doubt about that. Right, let's just do one stage of flaps here. A little bit off on the circuit there, but that's okay. I'm sure we'll pass with flying colours. Don't really like that. No, you didn't tell me that. I'll go off. I can get rid of that. There we go. We're fine. We're professionals. So backing off now on the throttle. Mixture fully rich. Look at the textures down low. They look so good, don't they? Completely distracted, sorry. We're now on landing here. A little bit fast. I was too busy looking at all the nice trees. Actually a bit of a bounce there, but that's fine. Funny enough, there's a bit of a stutter there in the Quest 3, just as I was saying it's running really well, but never mind. I think recording sometimes on the Quest 3 does affect the performance. So reduce speed,
Cessna
stop.
India Papa India exit runway when able.
Okay, stop at the whole short lines. Roger that. So we'll just clean up our flaps here. And we'll complete our PPL, hopefully. And gain our wings.
Cessna India Papa India turn next taxiway. Cessna India Papa India contact ground on 121.905.
And brake. Right, so we'll just contact ground. And taxi back to parking, I presume.
East Midlands ground Cessna Golf, Sierra India Papa India.
I do like the
taxi to
ATC.
parking.
It's very clear, very cool.
Cessna Golf Sierra India Papa India taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Sierra Alpha Uniform Delta.
Roger that. But I have to say, if the real PPL is like this, then I'm going to do mine tomorrow. I was expecting a little bit more than this, if I'm honest. Especially for the full exam. But anyway, it's great it's here. I don't want to be too, you know, snobby about it or anything, but that is very, very simple. This should just be part of the training. Set parking brake. Roger. And shut down. Let me just recenter my view again. Wait for engine to shut down. Here we go then. Have we passed? We have passed. So this is interesting. So respect the traffic pattern 100%. Respect the traffic pattern path 80%. And taxi path 96%. Plane handling 100%. Okay. And I got an A. And that really was just me messing around as well, so okay, fair enough. Well, at least we're now ready to do our proper missions. Yeah, I mean, it is good. I do like it.
The career journey of a pilot can take many different paths. As I said earlier, your PPL is the first step, allowing you to fly recreationally and perform first flight missions, taking people as you build
we get the idea. We get the idea. So what I like about this more than anything else is the fact that you do have to buy aircraft, you have to maintain them. That to me is a crucial part. And it'll be really fun just watching, you know, the characters get on the plane, perhaps talk whilst we're flying around, and maybe see the baggage going on and off. Those sorts of things I do like. And of course, over time we'll be able to mess around and do all sorts of fun things. But anyway, if you'd like to see me do some of these missions and maybe start a new series on the channel, because I would like to share this would be quite cool to showcase, then let me know in the comments below. But for now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care and bye for now.